Good morning, guys. How are you? What's going on? Sharing this out to some groups for 1 second. I think that is everybody. Can never remember. Anyways. Is everybody? I think so. Good morning, Rose. Let me put this down here. Oh, wait, I need to get that up. 1 second, guys. Sorry. Trying to get this sorted. It's early. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Leslie Ann. You're tired or I look tired? I probably look tired. I'm not sleeping well lately. I've been feeling very amped. And then I had coffee this morning, which I thought was a good idea, but it's making me really jittery. I had a bad headache the last 2 days. Like at the top of my head, just kind of annoying me. And good morning, Carol. And like all up here in my crown. And it was like this dull, achy pain all day yesterday. I kind of thought maybe it was like a leftover from the pop-up because there was so much energy going on in the pop-up and I had so much fun. But when I went to meditate afterwards to try and clear my space, it was kind of actually hard to do. And then good morning, Yoli. And good morning, Renee. And so it was, I finally felt like normalized, but I didn't sleep that night after the pop-up. Like I could not get to sleep. I mentioned that in yesterday's forecast. I woke up at 5:55 a.m. and I thought like, ha, very funny. This morning, last night I slept a little bit better, but I still woke up with that same headache and I'm not sure what that's about. But whatever, we're moving forward. I thought the coffee would help and the coffee is actually making me feel like more jittery. So back to water is what it is. I hope you guys are having a good Friday so far. It's early yet, but yeah, my headache's been like on my crown and in the back of my neck back here. And the strangest thing is, and I don't want to sound too Fruit Loopy, but I kind of feel like it's like about vibrational stuff, like raising a vibration. And I feel like not my body, but like I'm used to a certain way of my life being. And as the planet vibration rises, if that's indeed exactly what's happening, I feel like possibly I'm fighting it mentally by trying to think like, oh, I need my 8 hours of sleep and I need this and I need that. And it's stressing me out and then I'm thinking about it too much. And I need to just roll with it and not fight it. So anyways, let's get to today's card. Tonight we have the special event, so I'm going to try and take it easy. I want to do this quickly and get the things done that I need to get done today so that I have some rest time in between and time to meditate and clear my space for tonight's event, which is at 8 p.m. Eastern time. I believe that's 5 p.m. Pacific time. The reservations for the relationship readings are pretty full at this point. So I think please attend the event. It should be a lot of fun. I'm excited to do it. I'm going to be pulling 2 cards for $10. 1 card for you, the seeker, and 1 card for whoever the other person in the relationship is. I took reservations all this week for it, but the funny thing was I was discussing it yesterday with Ducky, and I didn't realize tonight is the new moon. So if you guys want to see something very, very cool, I would look up the spiritual significance of the new moon and what it brings, what sort of magic it has and spiritual power that it has, because it's all about the creation of new beginnings. And it's all about the creation of like activating sort of what our deepest desires are. And it was interesting because yesterday's card was the death card, which was like so like ominous and whatever. And if you watch the forecast, I talk about how it's usually death can certainly represent like a real actual death, a passing, but it also represents like the in a more metaphorical sense, the passing of like the loss of a behavior that no longer serves us, that has been with us for a long time, or a thought pattern, or a low self-esteem, or whatever it is that we need to let go of, and we need to actually have it die so that something new can be reborn in its place. So that was an interesting card to get yesterday. And then we have the new moon tonight. We have the event, and none of this was planned out. Like, I don't know. I just kind of was like looking at all of it, and I was like, whoa, that's weird. So I think that tonight's event is going to be really good. I'm hoping that's the case. That's my affirmation for this morning, and that's my intention for this morning, is that it's going to be very good, and that the intention is going to be set very well. The other thing I have to say too is, we've been seeing that Eight of Cups stagnation card all through the month of April, and even like in the last pop-up, we had it show up, I think, twice. No, I had it show up at a private reading earlier that day, and then I had it show up for the pop-up that night. A lot of us are like stuck in some stuff, myself included. And so it's time to sort of let that stuff go. And so did I say Friday, Carol? I'm sorry, Saturday. I'm looking at Friday. I didn't write down Friday's card. That's why. There's the death card. Let's write that down. Death. Yay. So I think it's interesting because we've seen this stagnation card coming up all through the month of April, and it's sort of been like, I've been joking, it's been haunting us. Well, maybe it's time to not hold on to the things that are no longer serving us, right? And so that's death telling us, like, come on, let's move it on. It's time for new intentions. And the new moon is here. And we have the love readings going on tonight, the relationship readings, not just love, but any relationships, right? So I think it's good that it's happening on a new moon evening, because we can sort of reset our intentions and our affirmations for whatever we want in those relationships as we have them looked at. And the other thing is on Sunday's forecast for the cards for the week, like I always believe that those cards sort of exist throughout the week, even though we pull a daily every day thereafter. And remember, our last card of last week, which this dawned on me too, was the love card. And we're at the last day of this week's readings, and we're having the love pop up tonight, which that wasn't planned either. So that kind of coincides. So I'm thinking tonight's going to be a fairly good event. I'm hoping that I have happy enough energy for you guys. I'm trying to get there, but coffee is not the answer anymore. I'm realizing that. I feel like my vibration is changing in my body, and I know that sounds kooky, and I feel like I'm still trying to adjust to it. And my brain is like, no, bitch, you're lazy. You need to sleep. Anyways, all right. So let me, you found a dead bird while doing yard work yesterday? Wow, nice, Karen. There's your death card for you, my dear. Okay, so, but those are all signs, like it's time to let go. It's time to move on. And death is the only thing that we all have to experience, but it's actually, and everybody thinks it's so permanent, but I actually think that death is, I sort of believe in reincarnation. So I believe death is just the beginning of something new. It's the ending of a cycle and the beginning of something new, It's just like sort of the weather cycles, where all the leaves fall off the tree and the tree goes dormant for a while. It's a very similar process in my mind, because I don't think that, when you will look at people work with spirit, especially spirit mediums and things like that, it's not like they're gone. The information is still there. The people are still around us. Their spirits are still around us. They're just on a different plane. So is it really death? Is it really an end? Anyways, let's get to this. So all right, Saturday, May 4th for the group. Here we go. May the 4th be with you. Okay, the cards feel good today. They don't feel too struggle bus. There's a little bit of resistance, but not too much. They feel like they actually come together. I feel like, again, like I'm going to go back to that new moon thing. I feel like today's a really good day to set our intention early. We're going to have a good day, set our mind to that, and stay focused on that. Look at the things that are going right and stick with those things and stay with them. Oh my God, look at what card it is. It's the love card, guys. I'm not fucking around. So this is the card that we got on Sunday that we said was going to be our end of the week card. And tonight we're doing these relationship pop-ups. I am not kidding you. I was laying in bed this morning thinking, this is the funniest thing. I was laying in bed this morning and I was thinking, you know, we have that love card, we have the relationship pop-up tonight. What if I get a really scary, like depressing card this morning? What if I get a card that's like, and then I was thinking, what if the love card popped up? That would be fucking amazing. Okay, so I don't even think I need to read this morning. I read it on Sunday. I think this is an opportunity to pour forth really good energy today. Put forth your affirmations, put forth the things that you want, the desires you want. Look up the meaning of the spiritual meaning of the spiritual significance of the new moon. Do some research and look at what it means. Think about the things that you want in your life. Think about the things that you want to let go. Think about the things that need to sort of die off. It's okay. It's cyclical. It's part of life. We're allowed to let go and move on. And we can do that from a place of love. And it doesn't make us a bad person. It doesn't, if there's a relationship that's not working for us, if there's a situation that's not working for us, doesn't make us a failure. It doesn't make, you know what I'm saying? So this card today is a really nice affirmation that, we're still sort of in that place where we can find that emotional love for not only our, others, but ourselves, which is most important. I think sometimes it's certainly in my case, I have to sort of seek out that self-love first before I can really truly kind of share it with others. And I could go about it the other way. I generally share it with others first and then sort of look for the validation from others to feel good about myself. But this is really, think about sort of, this is why we've been looking at that stagnation card over and over again, is we really need to do the work from inside and turn it inward onto us, have those changes and that love take place and take hold, and then set it forth and out into the world, right? And so I think we have an opportunity today to do that. It's a good energy for that today. We're starting a new lunar cycle. And I'm not even I believe in astrology and I know a little bit about it, but I'm not it's funny because I call myself the spiritual meteorologist. I tag that on the YouTube videos just as a joke, but it seems like the planets are playing into this a little bit. So I love that this card has shown up today. It's reminding us that, even in the midst of the face of death, there can be something new and beautiful can be reborn, like love. And so I see us as being protected. I see us as being, some of us might still be working through our emotions, and that's okay. And those emotions might be a little bit lower vibration, a little bit sadness, a little bit whatever it is we're working through. But go ahead and allow yourself that space to have that. Go ahead and accept that's where you're at and that it's okay and that you feel that way. Acknowledge that and accept it. Only then can you really change it. If you resist it, it will persist. Whatever you resist will persist. And I have to remind myself of that all the time. If I'm resisting something, generally it's going to just keep coming at me. And so I say, let's go at it with love and acceptance today. Let's go at it with affirmations today. This card is definitely an affirmation because this was our card for the final few days of the week from Sunday, and it's back. And so, and tonight is the relationship pop-up at 8 p.m. Eastern time, 7 p.m. my time, 5 p.m. Pacific time. So if you're not on the reservation list, tune in anyways, because there might be information in there that you can use for your relationship. Like I said, I was taking about 10 to 12 reservations, but I think I only have 8, if I'm correct, maybe 9. So if I have the energy, I will take extra donations as we go, but very slowly, because I do not want to burn out. I'm not so sure some of the headache wasn't from overdoing it the other day at the pop-up. The pop-up was great. The energy was fun and live, but I had forgotten that in the afternoon I had done 2 full readings that day. Plus then reading, I think like something like 14 people, 15 people back to back to back like that, and jumping in and out of energy. And, it just was a little too much for me. And it sort of made me a bit of a zombie yesterday. But I'm looking forward to tonight, and I'm looking forward to you guys experiencing this love card. Good morning, Belen. Please, I know you're running late to this. Please watch the video today. It's a really, really good video. I'm like blown away, because the funkiest thing, like, it was like 6 in the morning in my time, and I was laying in bed and I was thinking, it would be amazing if that card showed up. And lo and behold, there it is. And y'all saw me shuffle. Y'all saw me. So these are, I feel like this is the universe kind of saying to us, okay, guys, the vibration's getting higher. Pick and choose what you want. Pick and choose where you put your attention. Pick and choose what you want to create, and we'll start making it, but make it from a place of love and let go of the stuff that's not serving us. All right, you guys. Sherry Hoffman says validation from others is so codependent. So that could be why you are having physical pain if you are struggling letting go of that dependency. It's possible. Validation is also what most human beings seek in the world. I believe that we all actually come from the same place spiritually, where you come from one larger whole. And so when we validate each other and hold space for one another, and we allow each other to be who we are in that space, it can be one of the most powerful healing things for another individual. You may see that as codependent, but I don't necessarily. I love when I get validated. It feels very good to me. And I love when I can validate another person in their intuition or their already knowing through a reading. I think that it also empowers them. So you can see it as being a codependency. If you seek it out of need, like, oh, I need it, then sure, that is codependent. But if you're looking to validate somebody from the place that they're in with no judgment, in present time, as who they are for who they are, and really just validate flaws and all, there's nothing codependent about that. It's actually one of the most powerful healing energies you can give to somebody, and somebody can give to you. And if you can do it for somebody, you can also do it for yourself. But that's the practice that we need to practice, right? And it comes easier the more we go inward and we do it for ourselves. And that's kind of what this card is about today, is finding that love for ourselves and then sort of maybe pouring that out into the world. All right, so you guys take care. If you, I will see you guys tonight. What was I gonna say? Like, share, follow, subscribe, join the group, and have a great day. And I will see you guys later tonight. All right, I'm gonna sign off. Bye.